loves, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars. Welcome to today's reading. So today I'm not going to be on camera. Today it's all about you and your cards. No, basically I have to I was a little bit lazy to do my eyebrows, and I was like, I cannot go on camera with those bushy eyebrows, so but I still wanted to do this reading today. So as you can see, hold on just to make sure that everything is in focus. As you can see, this reading is going to be free-flowing, which means this is about a special message for you that the universe wants to let you know, whatever the universe, whatever source, your spirit guides want to let you know. So each pile has a different topic. You know, we're not gonna know until you choose a pile which topic your special message is about. So you can choose between those 4 beautiful images. I'm going to insert a clip where you can see them clearly and choose with your intuition. Again, if you have a problem with choosing an image, what I like to do is that I just calm down and I like to close my eyes and just feel which number comes to me. Like maybe sometimes for some of you guys who are like very, how do you call it, clairvoyant? Are those the people that see stuff? For some people, you feel a number or you feel very drawn to a number, like which number doesn't get, like which number can you not forget, you know, or which number do you feel the most drawn to? Do you see a number when you close your eyes? Do you feel a number in your stomach, you know, in your gut area where the gut feeling lies? Do you feel a number? Okay, so again, if choosing an image is a little bit hard for you, I would choose between numbers. Yeah, this is going to be quite exciting because we're not gonna know what the topic is for you guys until we're gonna see each other when we're looking at your cards. So I would say you can choose between those 4 beautiful piles, and I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. So you chose this beautiful Chanel image here. Okay, can you guys see it? I think so. Let's see what your message is about. Your special message. What is it about? What is the topic? We have here optimism and we have great achievement. Okay, so the cards that I chose here, they show different areas of life. As you can see, it says events, and interestingly enough, it also says 1 here, right? And you're pile number 1. And then we also have here optimism, which is also the number 1. Hope you guys can see it. Optimism. Okay, let's see what your reading is about. So I guess the universe wants to talk about the achievement that is about to come to you, or the achievement that you are working on. So I'm just gonna cleanse a little bit over here. Why not? I hope you guys had a lovely holidays. Okay, so which cards are we going to choose over here? I'm just thinking right now, which one do I want to choose? You know what, let's start with those. Let's see. So what I'm feeling here is I'm feeling an energy here at the end of the tunnel, right? If you look at this card here, it almost looks like she comes out on the other side at the end of the tunnel. I'm also hearing I'm hearing the saying, everything that you want is on the other side of fear. Okay, so there's definitely an energy around you and within you, the energy that you carry inside of you right now. Okay, because you chose this pile, so that means you are in alignment with that energy. the energy that you carry right now, okay? The energy that you carry is very, very, I would say, fertile almost. The energy that you have right now within you and around you, and the way you see the world, the way you see yourself, is very, very beautiful, because what I'm feeling here is it's almost like your faith is extremely strong, okay? Even if you have your down days, but there's something inside of your soul and something inside of your heart that never gives up, and this spark and this light that is inside of your soul is going to bring great achievement to you, okay? So let's see what that is about. What your spirit guides want you to know. What your spirit guides want you to know. Let's see. The High Priestess. Okay. So, your intuition is telling you, I'm going to achieve great things. I'm going to be successful. Okay? Your intuition tells you to speak and think things into existence. The universe is saying your intuition is spot on right now. Even the thoughts that you had recently, the insights that you have, you know, Spirit is saying you are spot on. There's an energy around you and within you. It's almost like you have the key. You know how to manifest success for yourself. You know that it is coming to you. If you have a feeling like, I feel like my success is coming in summer, or I feel like if I do that, I might get successful, or this is a great business idea, or this is a great opportunity for me. Follow your intuition. Your intuition is spot on, okay? With the High Priestess. Don't doubt your intuition. Don't doubt your feeling. So I almost want to say this reading is just about confirmation that you are on the right path. Okay. Let's see. What is the special message for pile number 1? What's going on here? The Sun card. You see? Look at that. We have the Sun card here. Okay? Your intuition, you know that. For some of you guys, if you want to be in the spotlight, you know that at some point it will happen. And you are absolutely spot on. I feel like I'm just confirming everything that you feel inside of your heart and in your soul. Maybe you need that confirmation. I keep feeling the energy at the end of the tunnel vision. Okay? To not get distracted by anything outside. To keep that vision, to hold that vision that you have. Because what you are, the vision that you have for your future, okay, is manifesting, and you know it inside of your soul. You know it in your gut that it is manifesting. But sometimes there is doubt. You sometimes have doubt here. Let's see. Okay, let's get one more card here. A special message for pile number 1 and the Ace of Cups. Okay, let's see. We're gonna get a few more here. So I'm just gonna see. Pile number 1. What is the message for pile number 1? The message for pile number 1. Whoops. It's just slipping out of my fingers. Enact new strategies. Never employ tactics that have failed you once before. If you are not moving forward, you are moving backwards. In procrastination, you forfeit opportunities. When your inspiration strikes, act decisively. Okay, so pile number 1, this is what I was talking about. Sometimes you have ideas in your mind and you feel like, oh my God, I don't know why, but I feel like it's going to bring success to me. Or if I do that, I feel like it's going to be beneficial for me, or I should probably do that, because if I do that, then my mind is more positive, and when my mind is more positive, I can manifest better. There's certain things, certain inspirations, certain insights that you have, but you don't act on them immediately. It's like they come and they go. So what Spirit is saying, a special message here for you guys, is to really write down the insights that you have, to write down the ideas that you have, and to act upon I'm stuttering to act upon those ideas. Okay, the energy that I'm feeling here is I want to say something, okay? So pie number 1, I'm feeling here that the Seven of Swords is self-sabotaging energy. This is the energy where we tell ourselves that we can never amount to anything. It's like the negative voice in our mind that is just, you know, bothering us or speaking us out of an opportunity. It's the negative voice in our mind, the doubt. Even people that kind of like sometimes discourage you, Spirit is saying, what the universe is trying to tell you is that it is time for you to talk to yourself positively. Because I'm feeling an energy here that you have those freaking amazing ideas. Your intuition is spot on, but you sometimes doubt it. Sometimes your logical mind kicks in and is like, well, this is never going to happen, you know? Like the logical mind, the intuition says, absolutely do it because what's gonna come to you is freaking amazing. This is what the intuition is telling you, right? But then your logical mind is kicking in like, oh, why would this happen and how would this happen, and I'm not good enough for this, or this will never happen to me, all those weird things. So pie number 1, I'm feeling an energy here that you need to find a strategy to turn your negative voice in your mind into positive, or to find a way not to get caught up in doubt, okay? This is really just an energy where you have everything that it takes for you to receive and attract and create great achievement, great success. We have the Sun and the Star card here. This is freaking strong energy, pie number 1, okay? I'm feeling an energy here of self-love, that the only thing that Spirit is saying, the way you even manifest greater success is when you talk positively to yourself. Oh, I did that amazing. I am amazing. I'm really talented at that. The interesting thing is that we never get taught to talk positively to ourselves, because it could come across as like cocky, you know, when we say to ourselves like, hey, I'm doing amazing, I'm really good at that, you know, this is my niche, this is what I'm good at, or this is like a freaking amazing idea, you know. Sometimes we feel guilty for patting ourselves on our back because we feel like, oh, it might be cocky, or it might be like, why would I talk about myself so positively? I need to be humble, okay? But this is really just about acknowledging that your intuition is crazy spot on, that you have the greatest potential to get to where you want to be, you know. This is really just about being a friend inside of you, like, you know, that the voice in your mind becomes just a little bit more loving, a little bit more positive, a little bit more cheerful. That's the only thing that I'm seeing here that is not necessarily standing in your way, but is kind of like sometimes leading you astray or whatever, okay? But you're gonna get through that. So I don't see any big problem with it or whatever. I'm just feeling here that you know, the only thing that Spirit is saying here is they want to tell you you are freaking amazing, okay? They want to tell you that yes, your intuition is spot on, you are on the right path. Don't let your logical mind tell you things are not you know what, let's talk about it. I've been thinking about that lately, so I think the universe is trying to tell you, or it's going to resonate with you guys. So I have been watching a video from a girl that had like a very, very bad accident at a very young age. And I watched her videos and I was like, it was a day where I had like a bad day at work, and I was like, oh my God, fuck this, you know, like I was really in a bad mood, to be honest, or like a little bit down. And I watched her video, and even though I think she was paralyzed or something like that, even though she went through such a bad thing, she was shining, her eyes were glowing. I was like, I could feel her aura, her energy. It was so divine, so magical, so I cannot even describe it. Like the energy that she had was just, you know, like, you know, normal people would see like, oh, she's glowing, but me as a reader, as somebody who works with energies and spirits, I could just see that her spirit was like pure white light. Look at that. Now it makes sense. I have been looking at this and I was like, okay, this is important in your reading. her energy was pure white light. It was almost like angelic. You know, this is what happens to people that have a near-death experience, you know. They come very close to the other realm, you know, what is on the other side of life, right? What happens when we're not fully alive, when we're, you know, the spirit world. Her light was just, the energy around her was so incredibly strong. And it made me, first of all, it made me realize how grateful I can be for everything that I have, you know, and that I shouldn't be so caught up in little things that make me feel uncomfortable, you know, when I can be, because in her video she said that there's so many things to be grateful for, but we sometimes forget about it, you know, that little things, she's so grateful for little things that before she didn't even realize were, like when somebody takes away, for example, when somebody takes away your bed, you know, all of a sudden you realize, oh my God, I love my bed. My bed brought so much good energy to me. I could sleep so peacefully, you know, but when you always have your bed, you almost like forget what convenience it brings to you until you don't have it anymore. Once she said that, it really like put me in my place. It was really like, okay, reality check, you know, like, Cynthia, calm down. I mean, yeah, it was a bad day at work, but look at how amazing your life is, you know, with all those little things that bring so much convenience and so much happiness to you, you know, even if you do not have those huge ass things that you do want, you know. What I'm trying to say here is her energy was so freaking, it was pure light. Where was actually my point? Why did I even start this? Oh yeah. And then I was realizing, because she said she's praying for a miracle, you know, that God will help her to heal again. She was very religious. And when I looked at her, when I looked at her, I felt miraculous energy. And then I realized that when we walk around on earth, oh, hold on, I'm all over the place. When we walk around on earth and see everything as a miracle, you know, every tree, every breath that we take, you know, when you start to see the world as a miracle everywhere you go, this is when you attract miracles to you, because you might feel like a miracle has to happen in order for me to achieve those great things. And miracles are all around us. I keep saying that it is even a miracle that we live on a planet that is floating in space, surrounded by huge planets, and surrounded by a huge ball, right? The sun here. By a huge fireball that doesn't burn us. We're actually floating. We're flying and floating in space. Nobody knows where we came from. If we think about how miraculous the universe is, and if you start to appreciate everything in your life, this is when miracles happen. When you see your life as a miracle, you emit that energy out into the universe, and guess what comes to you? Even more miracles. Okay, so I almost want to say Spirit is saying they want you to believe in miracles, and they want you to, Spirit is saying, first of all, look at that energy here as well. This is literally a spirit here. I wouldn't be surprised if weird things happen around you and you feel like, I feel like I'm not alone, or I feel like there's a spirit around me, or I feel like I have a guardian angel. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. If you see sparks of light in the corner, it's your spirit guides, okay? There is energy around you that is miraculous, that is going to make your dreams come true, okay? So you do not have to worry about how is it going to happen, when is it going to happen. Just focus on being connected to spirit. The more you are, the more you trust the universe, in a sense where you acknowledge how miraculous this world is. You know, that's when your greatest achievements are coming here. Okay, let's see. Let's get a few more cards here. I just don't know which cards to use, to be honest. I think I want to get one more of those. They're nice, right? Let's see. It's like you have this energy within you already, okay? Pile number 1, you have the energy to achieve huge things that other people don't even dare to dream of, okay? The only thing here that is in the middle, this is like the only thing here that is ruining the parade, ruining the party, is just your doubt, okay? Your logical mind. Because we always have this energy of like, my intuition tells me so, but then my logical mind tells me so. To kind of trick your logical mind, to kind of trick your mind into just being quiet. You know, there's different ways. You could listen to affirmations, or you could find a way to kind of like shut your mind down in a sense. Because sometimes what I'm trying to say with that is sometimes when we analyze like let's say you have like a very, very doubtful sentence in your mind, to really like analyze it and pick it apart, until it has no substance anymore. It's kind of like, I almost want to say, how do you say this? Dissolving, almost like making those negative thoughts disappear by looking at them. By looking at them and then like analyzing them, picking them apart, Because when you really, really look at those, they don't have no substance. Okay, let's see. Let's get one more card here. We have here all is well. Guan Yin goddess brings you enlightenment and impregnable protection. She fills her vase with your fears and worries and releases them to the ocean. All is well. Guys, it says she fills her vase with your fears and worries. Look at that. Doesn't it look like a vase? Look at that. I told you that there is a spirit around you. I told you that you have a guardian angel, that there is a spirit around you. The universe heard your prayers. The universe hears you when you talk. Okay, they're saying that all is well. Look at that energy. It also looks similar. Look at that. It's like, I almost want to say your fortune is promised. Your happy ending is promised. Okay? Okay, let's see. I just want to get a few more cards when it comes to the Seven of Swords. Let's see. You know what? We're going to use those. I finally decided. Okay, what is the High Priestess about here? Excuse me, that is a lot. Hold on, guys. What is the High Priestess about here for pile number 1? The art. You see, I'm telling you. I am telling you that there is a spirit around you. You have a guardian angel, you have a spirit around you that protects you. You have a spirit around you that protects you, that makes sure that you will achieve those great things. Look at that. Look at that. I think this is you. Okay? And this is the energy that is around you. I told you that there's a spirit around you. There's an angel around you. I'm telling you there's an angel around you. Damn. And you know it. You can feel it. You knew it even before I told you. What is the Sun card about? What is the Sun card about? I saw your spirit guide actually today. Something weird happened. Something really, really weird happened, and I now know why, because of your reading. Okay? Believe me when I tell you that there is a spirit around you that wants the best for you. This could be a departed loved one, maybe a grandma, a grandpa, somebody that is watching over you, your spirit guides, your ancestors. Something is watching over you and making sure that you will achieve big things, that you will come out of the end of the tunnel where the sun is shining, that you overcome your doubt and your fear. Whatever that is, we're going to see what that is about. What is the Seven of Swords about? I wouldn't be surprised if after this reading you experience some weird things, okay? And don't be scared. This is a very, very kind spirit here. It's a light being. This is really a special message. I mean, that was my intention, but I'm still like... Okay, it says completion here. The Seven of Swords. Let's see. What is the Star card about? Those cards are flying all over the place. Let's see. What is the Star card about? What is the Star card about? Okay, that card wants to come out. What is the Ace of Cups about? Okay. Okay, guys. So pile number 1. I'm feeling an energy here where Spirit is saying, merge with us. How can I say that? It feels like, let me show the cards to you. I'm paying attention to the red and the white color here, as you can see. And I'm also paying attention to, here. Look at the Sun card here, and look how she's wearing something red, and then there's a white horse. It's almost like you are working with Spirit. Okay, you're not alone on your journey. Even if you think you're alone, the heck you're not. There's something watching over you. It's a very bright light. Okay, it's a light being. It's a, I don't know, spirit guide, angel, ancestor, whatever it is. You are not alone. And they're saying, work with us, you know? Let your energy become one with our energy. Become one with the miraculous energy of the universe. Become one with it when you look at the sun. Become one with it when you look at the moon. Feel the miraculous energy that is around you. That is around all of us. If we really think about, like, where the heck does the universe come from? How the heck did this all start? The whole human history. Where did this ball called Earth come from? How was it? How was it created? Who created the sun? Who created the moon? Source. Okay, we're really. I'm. Oh God. Guys, your energy, I'm telling you, it's very, very intense here. Now with the Sun card, we have here the Princess of Discs. It says the kindergarten teacher. So with that energy, I'm feeling here, it's almost like Spirit is teaching you right now how to trust in the process, how to trust in growth. There is an energy. I'm seeing a handprint here. Now the handprint reminds me of somebody who said, every handprint only exists once in this whole universe. Like every handprint, every fingerprint, there's no fingerprint that is going to exist like yours after you, and a fingerprint has never existed before you that was just like yours. I feel the energy here that the universe is just wanting to point out how unique everybody on planet Earth is and how unique you are. There's something about them. I feel like this is about this energy that I'm picking up here is that the universe is like, shine your unique light. Don't be fooled by the belief that you have to be like another person, or do not be fooled by feeling like you have to do things other people do it, because you might stand out in the crowd and then people might look at you, but you're supposed to kind of stand out in the crowd. Guys, your energy is so freaking, I mean, we're going up there. We see spirit guides here. There's the sun. We have the sun twice here. We have the star card here. This is like a big bright light that I'm seeing here. Look at the sun here as well in this card. This is like the universe. You are destined. You are destined to live this beautiful, happy life and to have this happy ending here. And they're just teaching you that it is okay to be different. It is okay to express your uniqueness, okay? And to not shy away from it. And that you also have a unique path that is not going to be like any other person's path. Let's see. The Seven of Swords with the Four of Wands. It says completion. Let's see, what is the Seven of Swords about? What is the Seven of Swords about here? Yeah, okay. We have the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands. The Three of Wands usually talks about expectations, you know, how we see the future. I'm feeling an energy here of like leveling up. I'm feeling an energy here where you know, Spirit is saying you know how to overcome doubt and fear. They have, the universe, your spirit guides have no doubt that you will overcome doubt and fear. Or whatever this weird ass energy here is, this sabotaging energy. This could also be people around you, you know, don't be fooled by people around you, because we also have the number 44 here. This might be significant because I saw a comment before I started to do this reading, and a person was asking me what the number 44 means. So this might be important. Also 444 usually stands for protection. So if you see that, this is your sign. You are highly protected. Okay, I'm feeling an energy here that the universe is saying that it's time for you to go to the next level, and it's time for you to fully look at those doubt and that fear, that doubt and that fear, and to really analyze it and to really come to a conclusion, okay? To come to a conclusion where this fear and this doubt comes from and how you can dissolve it. Okay. And then we have the Truth card here with the Star card. This is like Spirit is going to help you to overcome any fear and any doubt that you have, okay? I'm also feeling an energy here. If you recently buried something in the earth, if you recently did a ritual where you were burying something in the earth, or you were doing something like water magic, or like you did something with water, or you recently planted, let's say you planted something on your balcony, or you recently bought flowers, okay? There's something about a ritual that you have done, or a prayer that you have been doing recently, and Spirit is saying, we heard you and we're going to make it happen, but they want to make it happen with you. There's an energy of like, we're going to make everything happen, we're going to make this miracle happen. The only thing that you have to do is you have to kind of like complete the cycle of doubt and fear, to kind of like calm your mind down, okay? To calm your mind down, to find a way, to find a strategy yourself, like, okay, I know exactly what to do when I have fear and doubt. I'm gonna do this and that and this and that, right? To find your own unique strategy, how you work with fear and doubt. You know, like when I do this, then my fear and doubt comes down, or when I do this, my fear and doubt is triggered. To exactly know where, like when you do something that it brings doubt and fear to you. Okay, I'm gonna avoid doing that. Okay, and what brings you like a calm mind? What makes you feel calm? What makes you feel optimistic? And to do more of that. That's the only thing that you have to do here. Okay. I'm also feeling here, whenever you feel down, whenever you feel like you cannot see clearly, whenever you feel freaking confused and you have no freaking idea where your journey is going and what to do and how to do it and how to overcome whatever you're facing. Spirit is saying, that's the time where you do self-care. That's the time when you do rituals. That's the time when you pray. That's the time when you journal. That's the time when you put meditation music on. In this moment, it's not about finding out the answer. In this moment, it's about getting back to peace and stillness. Every time you get back to peace and stillness in your mind and in your soul, that's when you gain power. And your power becomes stronger and stronger and stronger the more peace you feel. The more peace you feel, the more self-love you feel, the more love you feel for the universe, the stronger the energy becomes until this great achievement is manifesting. Okay? It almost feels like, because we have the sun and the moon here, you already know everything that I said. We have the high priestess here. The high priestess is working with two energies, right? The high priestess is working with two energies. Hot and cold. Interesting fact, I don't know, I like to say that every time I see this card, or every time it reminds me of that. So interestingly enough, stars do not always shine in white bright light. There's also stars that have, you can Google it, there's also stars that have red light, there's stars that have blue light, and there's stars that have orange light, if I remember correctly. And actually the blue star is actually the hot star, like with a hot temperature, and the red star is actually the cold star. It's interesting how in the universe the blue flame or the blue star stands for a warm temperature, and the cold star in the universe is the red star. And we do it differently here on Earth. And on Earth we say blue is cold, red is warm. When we look at stars, it's the other way around. Anyway, she's working with two energies, hot and cold. Okay? She's working with two energies, the sun and the moon. You know exactly what to do. You know your shadow side, you know the shadow energy that you sometimes have, or the shadow voice in your mind. But you also know how to be freaking optimistic. You have your optimistic days, you have your gloomy days. To work with those energies. Okay? And you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to always think positively to manifest. That's not true. But what you have to do is to always find yourself coming back to peace. Coming back to, I feel connected to Source. I feel connected to my spirit guides. I feel connected to the energy of miracles. Because the reading the video that I was talking about this girl, I said to myself, the energy that she carries is going to bring a miracle to her, because her energy is miraculous. She sees the world, she sees her life as a miracle. And because she's doing that, she's emitting the energy of a miracle. Okay? She's creating a bubble, a light around her. She's creating a light, an aura, an energy around her that says miracle. And because she's doing that, she's attracting everything that would be considered as a miracle. Okay, so pile number 1. I hope this helped. Let me know that in the comments if you like this reading. I really feel like you already know everything. This was just a confirmation for you guys. Yeah, I hope it helped. This was definitely a special message I did not expect, because guys, your spirit guide came through before I started the reading. I'm not playing. I'm serious. And I was even telling my mom, like, did you see that? Whoa. Okay. I'm just letting you know there's a strong force, a strong spirit around you that is going to bring big success to you. You do not have to worry about anything at all. I want for you to sleep like the most peaceful little baby tonight, because there's nothing that you have to worry about at all. I'm telling you, okay? Okay, my beautiful pile number 1. I hope you like this reading. Let me know in the comments if you resonate with it. Yeah, and I would love to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. So you chose the beautiful butterflies. Let's see what's going on with you guys. What is your special message about? Okay, give me a second. So we have here teacher, we have status quo, and we have new supportive connections. Okay, let me show that to you. Okay, so you can see the cards, you see what's going on here. Actually, with you guys, I want to read out from the book what this is about. So let's see, where's the book? We're gonna read the status quo, and I also want to read this card here, new supportive connections. I mean, this is very clear. Spirit is saying there's new supportive connections coming to you, right? New friendships. And those friendships that are coming your way, those people also came into your life to teach you something, but more so in a sense of like friends that teach each other different things. It's almost like you learn from them, they learn from you. But there's definitely people coming to you. May it be the perfect teacher for you personally to evolve and to, you know, manifest your dreams and to get to where you want to be and to find peace. You're definitely finding a teacher here, as well as new people coming into your life. Those are people who have the same interest as you. It's very lovely. So if you have been feeling like, oh my God, I don't have friends, or I wish I had more, I had a more active social life, this is definitely manifesting here, okay? But let's see. Status quo. Cycle, staying the same. The cycle card shows a street where everything is the same. Upright, this card indicates a period of little change for you. It's advisable at this time to maintain the present energy regarding such endeavors as work, relationships, or location. There is a value in allowing the momentum of your life to continue on its present path. Although the outer energy remains steady, don't lose sight of the inner work that can be percolating under the surface. The regularities of this time actually allow you to bring more balance into your thoughts and behaviors. Now is a great time to meditate, read, and socialize with people of like mind, and we have that here. Let yourself focus on these activities and make them as a priority. If status quo turns up at a time when you are actually going through some significant change, it's telling you to engage in the personal activities that will help you to maintain as much inner balance as possible. Remember, the center of your status quo is always your divine nature. Okay, and then let's read the people card here. So it says, new supportive connections, networking opportunities. A man and a woman are enjoying an art class in a lovely environment. This card brings you increased connections with new people of like mind and heart. Now is a good time to engage in activities that will bring you together with others in more meaningful and profound ways. Perhaps you could organize a meditation group, take some classes in a field that interests you, or join a book club, bowling league, writers group, or anything that genuinely calls to you. There is a beneficial energetic momentum that comes from your actions in this regard. As you pursue more paths of personal interest, you forge intentions in the energetic realm that are bound to pay off in real time. The new connections you make in this type of networking could bring jobs, love, opportunities, happiness, and even more financial success in the future. Start investigating the many ways you can put yourself out there and network. Expand your interests and your experiences. As you connect with your kindred others, the potential for joy will increase in your life, as will your magnetic energy. Okay, so pie number 2, this is definitely about going out there, especially if you feel like life has been the same for a while, or you feel like there's not much happening in your life. It's kind of dull, it's kind of always the same, right? This whole status quo, it's almost like to shake. I feel this energy of like to shake up your life a little bit. It's almost like the change that you desire, you can make it happen yourself. This is what I'm feeling here. It feels like an energy where sometimes we feel like, I'm by myself and there's nobody who understands me. But it's like the universe will bring new people to you, but you also have to kind of like work with them. It's like co-creating. So they're definitely encouraging you to, attend classes, even like, how do you say that? download apps where you can find people that do the same thing as you, or people that are also looking for friends, right? This is definitely about networking and how much positive changes are happening in your life as you connect with new people. This is definitely about the new people that are meant to come into your life. Especially again when you feel like it has been the same. I almost want to say there's people that are supposed to come into your life. It's almost like your tribe. Those are soulmates that you will find in platonic relationships. Those are soulmates that are going to kind of like make life a little bit more beautiful. Spirit is saying you have the power to make things happen in your life, in a sense where if you feel like you're by yourself, it almost feels like, you know, like a lonely road. Okay, you might feel like where I'm at right now, it's a lonely road. Spirit is saying there are people that feel the same way as you. There might also be another person that also feels like, man, this is a lonely road. And then both of you meet each other. And then it's not a lonely road anymore, okay? So definitely be open to new connections, in a sense where you also open up yourself for opportunities that might bring new people to you. I'm paying close attention to the card said new connections could bring new jobs, love, joy. You know, you don't know if you meet somebody in a yoga or meditation class, okay? They might have a brother or a sister that is going to be your future spouse, right? So it's almost like the universe works in miraculous ways when it comes to the people that come into our life and what they bring to us, you know, that we didn't even think of. I actually had a conversation with my mom before I started this reading, because I received like a weird comment and I was talking to her about it. And then I told her like sometimes we want something but we're closing the door energetically, you know. If I want new friends but I never go out, I never go to any classes, I never talk to anybody, then how would new friends come into my life? So I want new friends, but energetically my heart is closed off because I don't go out there, you know, I don't put myself out there. This is almost this energy of like, put yourself out there, show the world who you truly are, and you will find people that are exactly your tribe, your wavelength, okay? So let's see what else. Pile number 2. What is the special message for pile number 2? What is the special message for pile number 2? Okay, we have the moon here. I feel an energy that you have been hiding, or you felt like you have to hide. There's something about hiding here. And being exposed. That's interesting. Let's see. Pile number 2. Spirit is saying there's so much waiting for you. If you go out there, if you do things that are different, okay, that you usually don't do, there's so much going on once you go out there. Because I feel like you guys, you are the pile, you want more excitement and you want more adventure in your life. Let's see. Okay. I'm feeling an energy here that, oh, look at that. I'm gonna take that as well because I saw it. So, I'm feeling an energy here that maybe you are, I'm feeling here that you, in your past, you maybe were betrayed by people. With the 5 of Wands, it tells me that you went through some type of conflict in your past. I feel like this is something about your subconscious mind. In your subconscious mind, you might be a little bit closed off. Your heart is a little bit closed off because of what people have done to you in friendships. Like, you know, people that talked behind your back or people that were not as genuine as you thought they would be. And it kind of closed you off, you know, even subconsciously, even if you feel like, hey, I'm open to meet new people, there's something in your subconscious mind, something in your brain, like a thought, a belief, or a feeling that tells you you have to protect yourself from danger. You have to protect yourself from people, okay? When in actuality, you're absolutely right. There are people that are negative Nancy's, okay? The comment that I received was also a negative Nancy, so that makes sense. But there's also people out there who are on the exact same wavelength as you. They have the same mindset. It's almost like falling in love with the beauty of people, you know, the people that are supposed to be in your life, those new friends that are coming into your life. I almost want to say, you know how you fall in love with somebody when it's romantic? One can also fall in love with a friend like platonic. I feel like there's love out there, but I talk about platonic love. There's platonic love out there for you. Okay, so yes, there are people that are negative Nancy's that you should probably avoid, but your intuition will tell you who's good for you and who's not, so you don't have to be scared to go out there. This is an energy of like, oh, I'm staying at home because of the people that hurt me in the past. Okay, that it's still kind of like lingering in your mind. And you feel like you don't want to expose yourself to people, you don't want to show them who you truly are. Okay, I almost want to say Spirit is saying you are ready. It's like you are healed. There's an energy of like Spirit is saying you are already healed, and it's time for you to go out there to meet new people and to do things that are a little bit weird, you know, a little bit awkward when we meet new people, right? So let's see what else we have here. So let's clarify the moon. What is the moon about here? Yes. Okay. Look at those card combination here, pile number 2. It's like, oh man, I wish it was like that, or I have this vision in my mind where I'm doing this or I'm doing that, right? It's almost like walking a lonely road again, like being by yourself. And then you're like, man, I picture my life a little bit differently than what it is. I don't want to walk this path alone. I want to find like-minded people, you know, genuine connections, people that can keep me company on my journey, wherever my journey is going, right? And then we have the Ace of Pentacles here, which is you doing things that are differently. The Ace of Pentacles always talks about new beginnings, doing things that you've never done before. Join a gym, find a gym partner, right? I talked about attending a class where you meet people. It could even be a cooking class. This is you should definitely do that in the beginning of next year, okay? To attend a class or to download an app where it's only about finding friends, because you're going to meet lovely, lovely people. Those are your soulmates. This is going to be friendships that you will have for a lifetime. People that you are connected with from past life. It will feel familiar when you stand in front of those people. And F those people that don't see eye to eye with you, you know? They exist out there, yes, but there's also lovely, lovely people here, okay? And then it's like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. Let me drive to my first yoga class. I'm just gonna say the yoga class because that's what I resonate with, but just fill the gap. Whatever class, whatever you wanna do to meet new people, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna try something new, okay? Because you're gonna meet lovely people, I'm telling you. And it's like you long for it. You might feel like I'm good on my own, which is true, but I almost want to say Spirit is saying you have been in isolation for long enough. I almost want to say it's like it's time for you to meet people that walk the path with you. Okay, where you support each other, where you meet people, where you guys make things happen together, where you manifest things together, okay? So, let's see, that was that. Hold on. Let's see, what is the Judgment card about here? I'm seeing a lovely, lovely soulmate in the platonic. You're going to meet a soulmate in the platonic relationship here soon. Okay, as soon as you make those changes in your life. The filmmaker. Yeah, it's almost like you're supposed to create. I want to say that your destiny is connected to another person here. I'm feeling that your destiny is connected to another person that you're supposed to meet. This is a platonic relationship, like friends, like a friend, I almost want to say. And that friend, you guys, your destiny is connected. That's crazy. What's the Four of Swords about? Yeah. The Knight of Discs. It's time for you to make this change in your life. You've been alone, you've been in isolation for quite some time, and it's time for you to go out there. Show yourself, expose who you truly are. Don't wear a mask. So I'm feeling an energy, you've been in isolation for a long time, and it's almost like Spirit is saying they want you to go out there and meet people. Spirit is saying there's a connection here, and this person is part of your destiny. Okay, I'm seeing it's a platonic relationship. It could also be love, but I'm more so seeing that it is going to be like platonic here for most of you. Okay. It's like done with isolation. It's time for you to go out there and socialize and meet people and show people who you truly are. Your true self. No mask. You say exactly how you feel. You say exactly what you think. You know? You tell people what you are made out of, your interest. You don't hide nothing anymore. This is about no longer hiding who you truly are. Look at how I said not wearing a mask anymore, and they're wearing a mask. Look at that. No longer wearing a mask. Because if you wear a mask, you come across people that also wear a mask and you're not on a wavelength. But if you show who you truly are, if you show your face, showing your face, you know, that's when the right people come into your life. It's like you and this person, I'm telling you, this is a person that your destiny is connected with each other. There's a quote with a bridge, because I'm paying attention to the bridge here. The bridge might be important in this meeting, so you might meet a person at a bridge, by a bridge, or a bridge might be important. But I feel like that. What does it say? To bridge something, or don't burn the bridges? I don't know. I feel like the bridge has an importance here, but I don't know what it is. Anyway, let's move on. The Chariot. What is the Chariot about here? Ooh. We have the Ten of Pentacles here. On a journey to wealth. On a journey to a wealthy life. Is that what you're trying to manifest? Wealth? Success? Possibly self-employment, or a really, really, really damn good job where you manifest lots and lots of money. This could be that a new connection here, do you see that? Collaboration with new people will lead to both of you achieving success. Because I'm seeing that the destiny of two people is connected here. What is the Five of Wands about? This could even be that this person is teaching something to you that brings you financial success. This new person that is supposed to come into your life. What's the Five of Wands about? The Emperor, yeah. This is about holding your ground. This is who I am, like it or not. This is who I am, like it or not. I'm hearing a song by 50 Cent. Now, if you don't like his music, just listen, because I'm hearing the lyrics for a reason. So it says, You can call me what you want, black and lovely. You can fill the gap. You can also say Spanish and lovely, white and lovely, doesn't matter. Asian and lovely. So he says, you can call me what you want, black and lovely. But you cannot convince me that the Lord doesn't love me. When my CDs drop, and this looks like CDs, when my CDs drop, they sell the best. I'm not lucky, I am just blessed. Something like that. Something like that. I don't know. So I'm feeling your spirit is saying that you are blessed. And the lyric says, when my CDs drop, they sell the best. So I'm telling you, there's something about success coming to you, okay? Financial success I'm seeing here. And it might be connected to a collaboration with a person that is not in your life yet, okay? With the Emperor again, this is about really standing strong and firm in who you are, okay? This is who I am. You either like it or, you walk out the door, because I'm not for everybody, Some people love mango and other people say, I hate mango. Does that make the mango bad? Or does it make, does it mean that the mango is bad? No, it's just some people like mango, other people don't like mango. Some like strawberries, other people hate strawberries. Some people love you, other people don't like you. It's just like they don't like mango, so they don't like you. So who cares about it? Okay, let's get one more card here. The Six of Cups. Three of Swords. Okay. I'm feeling an energy here where Spirit is saying, hold on, give me one more second. What's the Six of Cups about? I really feel like you went through something traumatic when it comes to like friendship, or when it comes to like somebody that you trusted and they misused your trust and it hurt you really, really, really bad. And that's why you're kind of a little bit closed off, but it happens subconsciously, because I feel like consciously you're like, I'm open to meet new people, or I don't mind, but subconsciously it's very, very, very much hidden in a very, very dark place, this lingering thought or feeling that you don't want to open up yourself because of what happened in the past. Let's get one more card here with the Six of Cups. Yeah. It's like you worry that there's an energy of worrying. So it's almost like you worry that maybe people come into your life that are toxic or whatever, or that maybe you will get hurt again. Okay, but what Spirit is saying, watch how your life changes when you meet this person, when you meet new people. Watch how your life changes when you start to connect with new people, because I'm feeling that those new people are directly connected to your financial successes. Could be in the form of a job, in the form of a really, really freaking good advice. They're connecting you to another person that shows you how to double your finances, or like a manager or whatever. This is really about how your money is growing, because those new people are amazing. Those new people have your best interest at heart. They're supposed to walk the path with you. You're not alone. You're not supposed to walk this path alone by yourself, because you've been doing that for a while, and now it's time to have some company, to have some people in your movie, new characters in your movie. Amazing. And the song by 50 Cent is called, oh my god, it says, God gave me style, God gave me grace, God gave me style, God gave me grace, God put a smile on my face, God put the smile on my face. So maybe you want to listen to that song. It's really lovely. I wanted to get, oh yeah, here. Let's get a few more cards here. What is the special message for pile number 2? Special message for pile number 2. Live. It says, If you suspect you are on the wrong road, heading in the wrong direction, stop and turn around. Life must be lived and not simply debated to be meaningful, but being indecisive is not an option. So Spirit is saying, if you feel like you are walking the wrong path, you always have the opportunity to turn around. And it's interesting how we talk about path, walking the wrong path. This is not about you walking the wrong path. This is about you're supposed to walk this path with people, with like-minded people. Okay? Let's see. Pile number 2. What do you want pile number 2 to know? Pile number 2. Pile number 2. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, not meant to be. Don't take it too seriously. If, despite your best attempts, the outcome is not what you wish, it was never yours to begin with. The world is full of new opportunities. Self-pity and diminished self-esteem will only obscure your view of what is to come. Okay, so Spirit is saying, if things do not work out, they were not meant to be. If relationships, friendships do not work out, they were not meant to be. That doesn't mean that you have to kind of like hide from new connections. Okay, what is meant to work will work. Okay, you don't have to force it, it will just flow naturally to you. So whatever you've experienced, or even if you come across negative Nancy's, well, you say hello and then you say goodbye until you meet a positive Nancy that is on your wavelength. Okay. Okay, my beautiful pile number 2, I hope you like this reading. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with it, if you have any suggestions. Also, if there's any other reading that you feel like you need, because I also want to do readings that are not love related. So if there's anything that you need, that you want to hear, let me know. I hope this reading helped. And I would say I'm going to see you in my next one. And I also want to say one more thing before you guys go. The butterfly. Very cliche, but it stands for transformation. So I almost want to say that you show the world, or that you show the world who you are. And again, some people love butterflies, they adore butterflies, they appreciate butterflies, and other people, they do not like butterflies. That does not mean that a butterfly is not beautiful, it just means it's not for everybody. Okay, so spread your wings, show who you truly are. You will meet people that are like-minded. Don't wear a mask, don't pretend, don't try to fit in. If the energy is not aligning with you, then on to the next one, right? Okay, my beautiful pile number 2. I hope you like this reading. Let me know that in the comments, and I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. You chose the beautiful Vogue card. Okay. Let's see a special message for you guys. I am excited for your reading. We have here behind the mask, family, friends, and guides, and we have the loving man. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so this is going to be a mysterious reading. As you can see, that lady, how she's wearing a mask. So we have to unmask your special message. It looks like it is connected to the people that are around you, the spirits that are around you. And this loving man has an importance in this reading. So I want to read out. Which one do we want to read out? I feel like I want to read out the loving man first, and then we're going to look at those, what they mean. It says, the loving man, tender-hearted masculine energy. A man holding a bouquet of flowers walks towards you on a path. The energy that comes from him is compassionate and down to earth. This could portend the beginning of a new romantic relationship, or it could indicate the deepening of a present love. Open your heart and know that you deserve the depth of love that stirs your soul and fills your life with companionship and purpose. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. There can be all sorts of loving men in your life. In fact, you could be that loving masculine energy, so be kind to yourself. Look at all the ways you can bring more love to your life and the lives of those around you. A kind word, a tender hug, laughter shared, all of these will raise the vibration of love within and around you. Okay, I think I'm getting the picture here. The mask, okay. I'm feeling an energy here that the mask here stands for you not knowing who is coming towards you. If you are single, there's definitely there's somebody coming to you. Now, I do want to clarify this card to see what exactly this is about, but it looks like something is manifesting here, okay? The behind the mask just means this is like we talked about how we have to take the mask off or uncover, reveal the message here. And I think that Spirit is revealing to you that they are bringing somebody to you, because it says Spirit, right? It says Spirit. Okay, so let's look at this card as well. Okay, so it says family, friends, and guides, your spirit mentors. A woman in spirit floats over a peaceful stream, her light reflecting in the water, reminding you of the ever-present power of spirit in your life. Unending inspiration and support are available through the loving entities in the spirit realm. When the card is upright, it harkens the presence of a spirit, friend, or family member, or possibly someone you knew on a professional level. Oh boy. Do not put limits on the knowledge these entities can bring. In the spirit world, they can access all the information of the Akashic records. From the eternal past to the infinite future, all the wisdom you would ever need can be accessed either through your higher self or through these spirit loved ones all around you. This card is telling you there's something going on in your life that could use the advice of spirit. Perhaps a beloved family doctor from the other side is helping you heal. Perhaps a friend in spirit can give guidance concerning a relationship issue at this time. Ask for the information you need and be open to receiving it in myriad unexpected ways. Oh boy, pie number 3. Pie number 3, there's something going on that you're not aware of, which is the reason why we have the mask here. There is a spirit around you. There is a spirit around you that is either helping you when it comes to the area of your relationship, or that is helping you to, it's almost like there's a spirit around you that is helping you to find the right person, that this person is crossing your path. But I don't want to talk too long. Let's get some cards, because pie number 3, this is Let's see. Okay, pie number 3. Spirit of pie number 3, or whatever spirit is present here. Can you tell me what the loving man is about? Can you tell me what the loving man is about? Can you tell me what the loving man is about? Okay, can you tell me what the loving man is about? Can you tell me what the loving man is about? Oh, yes. Oh, goodness gracious. Sorry, guys. I called this reading special messages, but I'm never aware what is coming towards me. Let me see. I'm never really aware what is coming towards me, and it's always bonkers. Every time I'm like, oh my freaking god, what the heck is going on here? Actually, is it taking too much light? Is it better like that? I don't know. Let me just put it here. Maybe it's better here. Okay. So, pie number 3. this card said that there is a spirit around you that is helping you. And I said, there is a spirit that is helping you to meet the right person. I talked about this in another reading of my future spouse readings, where I said that we sometimes have spirit guides, guardian angels, past loved ones around us that help us to find the right person, because usually, or the way I see it, that there's relationships that are meant to happen, people that we're destined to be with, children that are destined to be born, and they can only be born when two people come together. When spirit brings two people together to procreate, you know, there's certain relationships and certain unions that need to happen, and spirit is going to make it happen. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the spirit saying both of you guys are meant to be with each other. You're meant to have a lovely child, in case you want children. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. And you have been worried. You have been a little bit worried. You know, maybe you've watched my future spouse readings and like, I hope it's going to happen, but I'm not sure. Look at that. Look at this huge power. Look at it. That is bringing two people together. I don't know what spirit is around you, but it's definitely a spirit of love. I'm feeling like you have a spirit of love around you. Okay? Ooh, boy. It's like, just because you cannot see it, it's like, right? It's like, I'm wishing for it, but I don't know if it's going to happen. And then it's like, because it's still covered, you cannot see. You cannot see that this is coming to you. It's covered. Now, we just revealed the mask and we revealed the cover. Okay? There's somebody coming to you, and it's a spirit guide around you that is bringing you together with this person, because this union, this relationship is supposed to happen. Okay? In case you're single, if you have somebody, this talks about the universe will show you whether or not you are meant to be with this person, because I don't want to be too fast, because you might be worried, is this really my person? Right? But spirit is saying they're going to show you. Okay, you're going to receive signs whether or not this person is for you. Okay, I want to see what this behind the mask is about. What is this behind the mask? What is this about behind the mask? What is behind the mask? The moon behind the mask. Look at that. What's going on here? Oh. Very interesting with you guys. What is behind the mask? What is this about? Okay. Behind the mask. I'm hearing a song. It's called Blue Moon by Billie Holiday. I feel like your spirit guides want you to listen to it, because the lyrics is important here. It says, Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without the love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then they suddenly appeared before me. They're the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked at the moon, it turned to gold. Sorry guys. Let's see. What is the behind the mask about? What is the behind the mask about? Oh boy. Oh boy. One more card here. What is behind the mask? What is this about, Spirit? What do you want to say with that? Okay. So, this is like you. I feel like this is like you contemplating, because you can see that his head is a little bit hurt. And I'm feeling here because I feel an energy that you have been overthinking a lot, and it's kind of like hurting you. You know how you get a headache because you have been thinking so much, or you couldn't sleep. You had like a sleepless night because you have been thinking so much, and then you get like a headache or whatever. This is talking about, Spirit is saying like calm your mind. They're saying somebody will suddenly appear right in front of you. You do not have to worry about it. Just let it happen. Just let it flow. Okay? You have a spirit around you that helps you with your relationship, that helps you to be with the right person, to be with the person that you're destined to be with. There's no need for you to worry about it, because this person will just suddenly appear in front of you. Okay? Look at the mask crumbling. The Tower talks about a huge change, something suddenly. This is about unexpected changes. We talked about how they suddenly will appear in front of you. So what Spirit is saying, they will suddenly appear in front of you, and you do not have to think about it anymore. It's gonna happen, okay? Now, the energy that I'm seeing here is, this is you guys. This is like you and this person. Both of you still are looking in opposite directions, but soon you will be united. Okay? Feeling an energy here that with the Fool card, there's a new connection in the ethers, and it's soon time for you guys to meet eye to eye. Okay, because it almost looks like those people are not looking at each other, and soon there will be the eye-to-eye meeting where you guys will look at each other. Okay. Well. Let's see. Let's get a few more cards here. What do we want to know? Hey guys, so Spirit just told me that we should also read out Behind the Mask. I usually don't read out all 3 cards, but for you guys it's important, so let's look at it, okay? So it says, Behind the Mask, choosing self-acceptance. A woman wears an elegant mask that covers the top of half her face. It hides her identity beautifully. Even her friends won't be able to recognize her. This card reveals an important conflict in your intentions. You have times when your view of yourself is so depleted. You believe you must hide who you are and pretend to be someone you're not. This gets you into a whole lot of mental mess. We saw that here. Something about your mind, that you overthink certain things. A mental mess, okay? You compare yourself to others, always competing and often losing in your own mind. Your perfectionism can create performance anxiety and cause you to worry about what others think of you. Worst of all, this ongoing current of self-judgment becomes a raging, energetic river that pushes your goals away. It's absolutely impossible to attract your real desires if you never allow yourself to be the real you. This card is telling you that you can and must shed this false condemnation of yourself. No matter how deep this pattern is, your values come from your eternal truth, not from others' input. So choose to relax and let the mask go. Open up to Spirit's light within and around you and be yourself. When you accept yourself as you are, no matter what anyone else may think, you will feel completely liberated, perhaps for the first time in your life. Okay. Look at that. This meeting between you and this person that you're meant to be with will happen when you fully accept yourself for who you are and you no longer wear a mask. You say what you feel, you do how you feel, you wear what you want to wear. You say exactly what you feel in this very moment. You do exactly as you feel. You choose a path, you choose a career that is absolutely you. You choose an outfit that is absolutely you. Your true love, the person that you're meant to be with, comes to you when you look at yourself and you say, I love myself and I recognize who I am. I know what I want, I know what I don't want. And I am not afraid to show the world who I truly am. When your mask is falling down and crumbling, this is when you will meet this person. That's interesting. It's like you're waiting, right? You're waiting. When will they come to me? When will they be there with me? Now, the only thing that has to happen before you guys meet is you not wearing a mask anymore, whatever this means to you. In what situations do you hide who you truly are? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, let's get a few more cards here. I'm also doing your reading very much differently, to be honest. Yeah, maybe it's also an omen that Spirit is saying maybe you want to do things differently than you planned. Maybe your plans are changing. I'm feeling like your plans are changing. Let's see, what do you want pile number 3 to know? Okay, it says, hold on. Resist dependency. Take nothing for granted. Stand firm and do not give in to urge of attachment. Everything falls apart if you waver. With addiction, obsession, and dependence comes loss of freedom. Do not forfeit your liberty. This talks about liberation for the second time here. Okay, so Spirit wants you to become independent. Spirit wants you to enjoy life to the fullest, whatever this means to you. Even if you are not yet in this connection, to fully enjoy yourself, to fully enjoy who you are, your own energy, your own essence. Okay? This reading is not about like, oh, this person will come soon and you're going to, you know, feel miserable until they're there. Absolutely not. You are beautiful. The person that is coming to you is beautiful. Okay? Spirit is saying, enjoy yourself. Honey, enjoy yourself. Enjoy life. Explore who you are, right? Explore what you like. Explore what you want your life to look like. Okay? Until this person is just appearing right in front of you. There's no need for you to think about it, how it is going to happen. They will just appear in front of you. And while they're still finding their way to you, enjoy life, explore life, free as a bird. Okay? That your happiness is not attached to this connection, but that your happiness is just because you enjoy life and you love life. Or if you don't love your life, you create a life that you enjoy and love. With little things, with big things, right? And here this is about a child, honey. This is about a child that is supposed to be born. For some of you guys, if you want to have children here. Okay? It says, unconditional mother. Love, mother. Unconditional love is about trusting and letting go. If you refuse to relinquish control, true potential may never be realized. Allow things to happen without your influence. This is what I was talking about. Just do your thing. Enjoy yourself, honey, because you're not going to be single for much longer. Okay? You're not going to be single for much longer. And if I say much longer, again, this is not about timing. This is about you just enjoying your life and creating a life that you enjoy and really falling in love with yourself. Okay? To see yourself as this beautiful being that you are. And that you just create a life that you just enjoy. This could be little things, small things. I want to say something, pile number 3. When you love life, life loves you back, and eventually you find the love of your life. Okay? When you love life, you emit the frequency of I love life. And this frequency comes back to you like a boomerang. So if you love life, you emit a frequency of love. And what happens? You attract love. This is really just about enjoying yourself, enjoying life, enjoying who you are. Because Spirit is taking care of the relationship that is supposed to come into your life. Okay? With the Vogue card, I'm also feeling an energy, express yourself creatively. I'm even feeling here that you might be the pile that likes to wear a very unique style. Explore everything. Create a vision board. What do I need in order to have a life that I truly love? And what do I want to express? Do I want to change my looks? Do I want to change my interests? Do I want to learn a certain skill? Do I want to learn a different language, right? To enjoy all the things that this universe placed for us upon earth, to bring us joy. Besides a relationship, because they will just appear in front of you. And I'm telling you, just listen to the song Blue Moon, because you will love it. I think you will really enjoy this song. Okay, my beautiful pile number 3. I hope you like this reading. I mean, there's a spirit around you that is helping you to meet the love of your life. So I wouldn't even now you can fall asleep without having any thoughts, okay? Because it's being taken care of. No need for you to control it. Just enjoy life, okay? This is what Spirit is saying. Just enjoy life. And listen to the song Blue Moon by Billie Holiday. I think her name is. Okay, my beautiful pile number 3. I hope you like this reading. Let me know down in the comments if you like it, if you resonate with it. And I'm going to see you on the next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 4. So you chose this beautiful image here. Let's see what's going on. What is the special message that your spirit guides in the universe has for you? Okay, let's see. So we have here taking steps. We have here loss. Looks like you're walking away from somebody or something. And then we have deserving. And we have letting go. Hold on. Let me just, okay, maybe like that. Okay. Pile number 4. I'm feeling an energy here. Pile number 4, I'm feeling an energy here where I feel like you finally have the balls, to be honest, to walk away from somebody or something. It almost feels like an energy where you are ready to take the first step into a new direction. Okay? I want to tell you, pile number 4, that I want to tell you that whatever you're leaving behind, it's a blessing. It almost feels like Spirit is saying, as you have the balls to walk away from something or somebody, there is a huge blessing coming to you. A blessing that Spirit had to put on hold because you've been stuck in some type of cycle with a connection here. Okay, I'm seeing here that you've been stuck in a connection and you felt like, well, if I let this person go, it's a huge loss, it's like or if I let this go, I don't know if I get anything better than that, I don't know if I will find a better job, I don't know if I will find happiness, after I give up smoking. I don't know if I will find new friends after I'm cutting out toxic friends, right? That's the energy that I'm feeling here. What Spirit is saying is, You deserve better. You deserve it. I almost want to say there's like a huge blessing, okay? Pile number 4, there's a huge blessing that has been put on hold because you've been stuck somewhere or with somebody. Okay, let's see. Let's get a few cards to find out what's going on here. Which one are we going to? I think I'm gonna use those cards for you guys. So pile number 4, what is the special message for pile number 4? Look at that. I'm seeing flowers everywhere. Look at that. Look at this card here that says deserving, and look at this card here with the flowers. It's the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Whatever you're leaving behind here, wherever you're saying, no, I'm done with that. I need to walk a new path. I need to walk a different path. Whatever you're leaving behind here, okay? Pile number 4, whatever you're leaving behind here, this is going to positively affect your pockets and the way you make money and your confidence as well, okay? With this card here, the Queen of Pentacles. Whatever you're leaving behind, I'm also feeling a relocation here as well. So when you relocate, I feel like the relocation that is in the cards here for some of you guys, this place that you're going to is going to make you flourish like a beautiful flower. This place that you're going to is going to influence your pockets positively. I mean, like your finances are going to be great. Okay, whatever you're leaving behind and wherever you're going, where you're like, no, I need to, walk in a different path here. I need to finally let it go. This is going to positively influence, first of all, your confidence. I'm also feeling here that you're getting your glow back. You will notice my hair is growing, my nails are growing, my lashes are growing. This is like you're leaving something behind that was stopping you from growing. Look at this card here. Something that was stopping you from opportunity, something that was stopping you from growing. Something that was stopping you from this healthy, very, very abundant life. I feel like it even influenced your health here as well, negatively. Like tension in the body, or are you feeling pain here? Okay. I'm seeing like a very healthy and abundant future because you left something behind here. Okay, let's see. Pile number 4. What do you want pile number 4 to know? 10 of Swords. Yep, you're saying goodbye to something. I'm done and over with. Every end is followed by a new beginning. Pile number 4. Look at that. I'm telling you. Look at that. You were stuck somewhere. You're how do you say that? You were chained to something. What is that? Pile number 4. You know what I'm talking about. What is it? You were chained to something. This is your door, a door to a new life, but something has been stopping you. Toxic relationship, toxic connection, procrastination. What has been stopping you? What is it? Okay, for a lot of you guys, it's a connection. I'm seeing it here. To me, it looks like almost like I'm almost seeing like a movie here. Okay, so I'm seeing here she's like, no, I deserve better, you didn't treat me, It's almost like, the end scene where a lady's walking away from a man and it's his loss, like it's your loss. And they're not even running after you, they're just letting you go, right? And then where you end up is in a beautiful garden where everything is growing. Where everything in your life is growing, where everything starts to become beautiful, even though you lost somebody here. But it was the right decision. to let go, okay? Or to let go of that habit or whatever it is. You will know what this toxic energy is in your life, okay? Could be a job, could be where you're living, could be I procrastinate. You know, what is stopping me is procrastination. What is stopping me is fear. But I'm seeing you here. How do you say that? I'm feeling here you're making big moves. Like, it's almost like having the balls to make big moves here. Okay. Now with the Six of Wands, I'm feeling an energy here that you also have been like thinking too much about like what other people will think of you. It has something to do with reputation. Something to do with how other people view you. This could also be that other people's opinion is way too important to you, to the point where you live a life that doesn't feel good to you, but it looks good from the outside, or people are praising you, right? But it doesn't feel right. Let's see. What do you want pile number 4 to know? Yeah. You know that you've been stuck somewhere. It almost feels like a replaying CD. It's like something has been on replay and it was not good. It happened again and again and again and again. Or you find yourself in a cycle where you do something again and again and again and you know it's not good for you. It's almost like you have to put on your big pants, like you have to put on your big person pants or whatever. Like you have to have the balls, okay, to overcome your weaker self that gives into temptation, that gives into what do other people think of me, you know? Because the life that you're living is like you want to it's like it doesn't matter what people say to you behind your back, okay, because they're not living your life. I'm feeling something has been something or somebody has been really bringing a lot of chaos into your life, a lot of conflict, okay? It's almost like look at how she's rejecting it. Like, no, I don't want that anymore. I'm done, right? I'm done. Like, no, I'm not looking at this direction anymore. I'm looking at a different direction. This is about redirecting your focus. You're going to change course. You're going to change where you're walking, okay? You thought you're walking this way. Nope, I'm walking that way, okay? It's almost like being on the right path again, because I feel like you have been a little bit astray, or something has been influencing you negatively that kept you stuck where you are at, even though you're supposed to open up a new chapter. But it's almost like the last page has been flipped and again and again and again and again, and the new chapter could not happen here. Okay. Let's see what this is about. What is the Queen of Pentacles about here for pile number 4? What is the Queen of Pentacles about? Yeah, being on the right path again, feeling like this is the right path. You have been feeling that this is not the right path, but maybe you've been brushing it under the rug, or maybe you felt like, I can do this, you know? I can make it work. I can fulfill other people's expectations as well as mine. It's not working, and you know it. This is like you finding your way again. And I want to say again, what is coming to you is, I almost want to say that everything is growing in your life. Your bank account is growing. You are growing, you know, like as a person, your soul is growing, your confidence, everything is growing in your life. Once you make this decision to leave it behind, to take a different route than you thought you would. okay? Everything starts to grow and blossom. Everything. Your bank account, your beauty. You will notice. You will notice that everything grows in your life. Almost like do you say a green thumb? Like when whatever they touch, it grows? Once this energy is out of your life. Let's see, what is the Ten of Swords about? Yep, this was like, could be for some of you guys, a person that likes you, that loves you, but they're still immature. Okay, look at that. This is the person. Look at this person. This is the person here. They do like you, okay, but they still have to learn. They still have their childish ways. And because they have their childish ways, you cannot have a mature connection with them. When they still have their childish ways, you have a connection, you have a relationship with a child, okay? That is not going to be a mature relationship or connection here. For others of you, I'm feeling here, if it's not a person, if it's something else, this is about that you maybe chose a path that seems to be logical, or you only relied on your logic, but it's almost like the logic brought you nowhere. Like the logic brought you to a dead-end job, or your logic brought you somewhere where you feel stuck, okay? And it's like I'm feeling an energy here that Spirit is saying that you need to listen to your inner child about what you truly want, and also about your imagination. So Spirit wants you to start imagining and visualizing, closing your eyes and visualizing what exactly you want, because that's how you manifest it, okay? So it's more so this energy of like following, listening to your gut feeling as well as your imagination. Like your imagination has to be born again, you know, your imagination has to be in full force, and to calm the logic down a little bit in your mind. Okay, let's see. What is the Six of Wands about here? Ace of Pentacles, yeah. This new thing, this new project, this new job that you're going to find after you left something behind is going to bring lots and lots of success to you, okay? This Ace of Pentacles is connected to the Six of Wands. You will feel successful. You will feel happy. You will feel like everything I touch is growing. All my projects are working amazing. Only after you say goodbye to a toxic, negative energy that is in your life. May it be a person, may it be a connection, may it even be a certain habit that you have. Because you know what I mean when I say something is stopping you. Something is stopping you from experiencing paradise, okay? I'm hearing a song. We could book a flight, wake up in paradise. I know you love me. What is the Devil card about here? Yeah, this... guys, this is a connection here, huh? May it be past or present. Judgment card. This is a connection. A very controlling, toxic, obsessive connection. I'm gonna call you out if I see it. Okay, I'm only saying this because I'm seeing a future here that you're not going to manifest if you stay stuck where you're at. Okay, pie number 4. Not saying that to make you grumpy or whatever. I'm saying that because you deserve paradise, okay? To wake up in paradise and not in hell. I don't mean it like that. It's just because the devil is the, hell, and I'm seeing paradise here, but it's just metaphorically, so don't flip out. It's just like a beautiful life, okay? That is supposed to be, you're supposed to walk this path. There's something about walking a path, okay? let's see, for others of you, this Devil and the Justice card is all about that something was out of balance. You've done too much of something. Let's say I'm working too much and there's no self-care in my life. Or I'm having too much fun, but I'm not focusing on my career. This is like the scale being out of balance, okay? If it's not a connection, it is about a scale that is out of balance. I'm sleeping too much and I'm not active enough, because, you know, when it's in balance, it's like I work, but I also have fun. But then when I only work, then the tail is skipping, right? The scale is tipping, right? This is about you analyzing, you know, the scales of your life, you know. Do you have everything in balance, or do you overdo something, or do you have a lack of something in your life, okay? If you want to, you can draw scales. I sometimes do that, and to just see if really everything is in balance in your life, or if you're doing too much of something, and then you would have to balance the scale again, okay? What is the Emperor about here? Okay. So pile number 4, I'm also feeling an energy here where it's almost like your spirit guides have been trying to tell you, hey, that way, you know, walk this way, go this way. And you have your free will. You said, nope, I'm not going to walk this path. Nope, I'm not going to change anything. And that's totally fine, okay? But I feel like you're realizing, man, I really have to change something. I cannot continue like that. And you're right. Taking steps, okay, in a different direction. Trying new things. Approaching things in a different way. Focusing on new things. Redirecting your focus. Taking a different route. Whatever that means to you. The 10 of Wands about 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you've been trying to make something work with somebody, and it's a burden for you, okay? Now, another thing that I'm also seeing here is Spirit is encouraging you to work on new projects, work on new ideas that you have. This could be as small as baking a gingerbread, or making your own gingerbread, or, I don't know, writing your own book. You know, inspiration, you know, where your desire is bringing you. Because if you take steps towards those projects and ideas that you have, again, you will come out victorious, okay? And there's a huge opportunity here with the Ace of Pentacles that is waiting for you. What is the 5 of Swords about here? The Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. Things changing. I'm no longer doing what I know hurts me. This hurts me. This behavior of mine hurts me. This person hurts me. This connection hurts me. This job hurts me. I'm done. I'm out. Right? Then when you say, I'm out, you can watch my back. Watch me from behind. Watch my back. Watch my back. Okay? Or like that. Maybe it's like that. Watch my back. That's when fortune is coming to you. Okay? That's when the wheel is spinning into your favor and fortune is coming to you. Okay? Pile number 4. Let's see. Let's get a few cards here. Do you want pile number 4 to know, Most High? Do you want pile number 4 to know? Be careful. Ooh, okay. The universe is really calling out a person here in your life. Okay, let's see. Let's get one more card here. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. So it says, be careful. Be aware of unnaturally kind gestures, sweet intents, and flattering words. Your scenario may not be as transparent as you think. Avoid unpleasant energies if possible, especially those who are seemingly threatened or bothered by you. Okay, that is very clear. I'm not going to say anything because replay it, okay? And then we have here, be persistent, mean every word you pronounce, remain loyal and true, trust your vision and intuition, stay the course and you will succeed, do not give up. It says, mean every word you pronounce. This is something about walking the talk, okay? Mean every word you say. Keep promises that you make to yourself. Okay? Because that's when you will see success. That's when you will see that everything in your life is growing. Actually, pile number 4, we're gonna look at what change is coming to you, okay? I want to see a little bit more what change is coming to you. What is this change that is coming to pile number 4? Ace of Wands, ooh, Ace of Swords. Okay, so Spirit is saying there is a path that hurts you emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever. You have already noticed how it affects you negatively. Okay, and then there is a path, a new start in your life that is connected to passion and desire. You really have to make a decision here, I almost want to say. Let's see. What is this change that is, yeah. It's like you have to be careful, pile number 4. What's going on here? Who's that? You have to be careful with the people that are around you. You might also see that the person that you thought is on your side is not on your side, that they're actually working against you. And I'm not saying that to make you scared. I'm just saying that because you are meant to have this beautiful, bright future, and don't let this energy sabotage that. Okay? I feel like you might catch somebody how they do something to you that is really like tipping the scale. Okay? They might really do or say something where you're like, I cannot, this cannot be true. You have to be true to yourself. You have to be truthful with yourself in this situation here. Okay? Let's see. Look at that. The connection. I understand that there's lots of love between the two of you, but see how it affects you, okay? I'm feeling here you have to, Spirit is saying it feels like that Spirit is saying they want to bring you this, how can I even say that? They want you to discover something. It's like a big ass opportunity, okay? It's a huge opportunity. It's a new life, a new way of living. You can only find this. You can only find this when you are in solitude. Not forever, but this is like you find the answers when you are by yourself in solitude. As well as when you're connecting to Spirit, ask them for a sign if this person is really for you or not. Ask them to expose the truth. Ask them to expose what needs to be, what you need to let go of, what needs to be cleansed in your life. Okay, ask them to show you the way. Okay, pile number 4, let's get just a few more cards here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Okay. One last thing I'm gonna tell you, okay? Take it how it resonates. Don't shoot the messenger. Do you say don't shoot the messenger anyway? This is the opportunity. that is supposed to come to you. Look at that. It's the door. Look at the door. Look at it. Look how many synchronicities are in your reading. It's crazy. Look at the door. The door is open. What in the world is holding you back? What in the world is holding you back from walking into a door that brings you to paradise? What is holding you back? Be honest with yourself. What in the world is holding you back? Now, I'm gonna be straightforward, okay? If you are leaving behind a person, a connection, okay? Spirit is bringing you somebody who's mature. Look at that. We have the page here. Yes, this person likes you. Yes, this person can send nice messages here and there. But how mature are they? How mature is the relationship and the connection? You want a stable commitment, right? You want to get married. Spirit is saying we have somebody for you. Leave this connection behind. And if this person is truly meant for you, let them grow without you for a while. Let them become mature. They cannot do it with you around. They don't learn with you around, okay? This is somebody that is like a mature. This is like a mature love that is supposed to come to you. The door is open. Do you walk this path or do you not? This is also about trusting your intuition and trusting your guides, trusting the universe. To make those steps into a direction that might seem unfamiliar and unknown, but you know exactly where it's going to lead you. You know there's opportunities that are out there for you, and you also know that something is holding you back. So, pile number 3. I hope you like this reading. Let me know that in the comments if it resonates with you, and I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye.